Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. Hope you're having a magical day, and thank you all so much for taking the time. Checking out a new free-to-play deck for the latest set, Avatar: The Last Airbender. This has no mythics, no rares, just consisting of commons and uncommons, and the majority of which from the new set, so you get to experience some new cards while you farm it out. We will also have an upgrade guide for you today to conclude the video after, of course, our deck tech and gameplay. So let's break down this Temur free-to-play deck that is a red, blue, and green deck, focusing around primarily the Hermitic Herbalist for 2 mana. This is a 2/3 that can tap to add mana of any color. Furthermore, you can add 2 mana of any color to spend on lesson spells. Now that is gonna get dirty. And we also have Uncle Iroh here for 3 mana as a 4/2. Lesson spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, ladies and gentlemen. That is good stuff. Firebending 1 here as well, which we could transform into mana of any color through the Hideout, potentially. We also have Gran-Gran making an appearance as a 1/2 for 1. Whenever she becomes tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. This is going to help us fill our graveyard with lesson spells and just kind of sift through the library to loot for the specific, whether we need a land or not, right? Non-creatures will cost 1 less to cast if we have 3 lessons in the graveyard, right? And that's going to be one of the reasons we want to fill up that graveyard. Another will be the Combustion Technique, doing 2 damage plus the number of lessons in your grave to target creature and opponent controls at instant speed for 2, which is pretty groovy. And then the Dragonfly Swarm for 3 mana is a 3 toughness creature, and its power is equal to the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard, which will be instances and sorceries as well as enchantments, right? And planeswalkers, I guess, as well. And whenever this creature dies, if there is a lesson in your graveyard, draw a card. Well, isn't that nice? So very good value here for just 3 mana and one of the main cards of the deck. Aside from that, you know, Accumulated Wisdom is busted. Like, this is way too good of a card. For 2 mana instant speed, look at the top 3. 1 into hand, unless you have 3 lessons in grave. Then you put all 3 into hand. What? That is bonkers. We have Abandoned Attachments to discard a card, draw 2. Then we'll have It'll Quench Ya to counter target spell unless they pay 2. Firebending Lessons will deal 2 damage to target creature. If you kick it for an additional 4, it'll deal 5 damage instead, which is nice. Going into our removal pile here. Octopus Form protecting us, untapping us, +1 counter on us, which is decent. Seismic Sense is going to help us find one of our Dragonfly Swarms, most likely, or maybe a potential land. Of course, we will also have the Guru, which will search for a lesson off of the top 5, which is awesome, or Shrine. And then whenever you cast a Lesson, Saga, or Shrine, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature you control, which is pretty decent. The Leaves from the Vine is also a Saga, keep in mind. All right. Yeah, so that's the deck, right? I hope you enjoy. White Lotus Hideout for the lessons. Frontier Bivouac for the triple color land and the basics to get us through. You know, just a decent set of cards within the new set as far as I'm concerned. Not every set has the ability to throw together a free-to-play deck that really consists of the new mechanic, and in this case, lesson spells. We have that here, though, in this set. You may remember the Flare deck with the cycling mechanic some time ago. Now, this is giving similar vibes to that, which is really cool. So, enjoy today's gameplay, then we'll meet back here to discuss our potential upgrade guide if you want to take this deck to the next level. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, kick back, relax, and enjoy. All right, keeping 7. A little slow, but that's okay. Hideout can stay. We're going to play into our Herbalist. And then just attachments, Wisdom, Combustion Technique as needed. What do we do? Life gain is so good. Screaming Nemesis gone is not great for anyone. Can't believe they got rid of that card. Well, you know. Sheltered by Ghost gets to stay, so, you know, don't worry about it. First Bang. Pretty good. Here for 3. Technically, we do have 2 mana. Take out the thingy. And then I'm going to hold up this removal. We can pass over. We're playing at instant speed. Just getting rid of that while there's no protection. So that's a thing.
So long as we stand together, we
Okay, so
shall
let's kill
win.
this. Only hitting creatures there, not planeswalkers, unfortunately. Now I would assume no attack. The cat's going to defend. I think we toss the land. We're going to draw another land for sure, right? Take a draw. We do find the land, which is nice. I think let's just cast this for one next turn, right? And then instant speed this turn. Let's get these dragons out too. Okay, another Vanguard, which is not bad. And they've got the Sanctuary too, right? 2 of them. So those can be cats, I guess.
Your soul burns with might.
They're not bringing it out. Interesting. What's that last card, I wonder? Second domain phase. I'm going to toss Uncle Iroh for now. Take a draw. Double land. We might toss this tapped land. Get these swarm dragonflies out. And then I guess leaves on the vine, right? And then Gran-Gran can enter as well. I guess we could have reduced the cost of that, actually. And had another mana. My bad. My bad. And then Seismic on top of it. Okay, that's a little bit of a misplay there. Don't tell my dad. This does have Ward 1, which is nice. +1 counter on the Vanguard.
Trust yourself and you shall win.
Good game. Nice. Alrighty then. Let's get after it here. I mean, we've got a blue source with Gran. Let's top deck a green source, and then our Herbalist is in play. Pretend we're not playing against an aggro deck. Right? We do have Combustion Technique on 2, which is good. There's some draw as well as protection. Esper Origins? Man. Mythic card, rare card, rare card, rare card. Is this what it feels to be like a free-to-play individual? Discard Gran-Gran. Land is here. We don't really have all the lessons there. And I don't know if I need to remove the Bast or not. This is instant speed, so let's hold on to it. Yeah, so this is a good example of something we'll probably remove instead. I think so. Oh, this is only doing 2. I'm gonna toss a Herbalist for now. I can't play. Well, I can play it later. I gotta toss it. I can't play it yet. And I can't guarantee a green land, which we don't have. We do have, but it's slow, right? So, let's burn this before it's active. We can't block anyways, because it's got Menace. I'm gonna toss a land and accumulate Wisdom our next land into hand. Okay, another Light Shatterer. Maybe we should have held it. Big hit, down to 11. Max speed is up for Dually Strike. Need a red source or removal. Which one do we take? I think we have to take the Light Shatter still. Or else it's just gonna replay it. We need these out as soon as possible. I mean, filling that grave up, which is nice. These are up to 7, so let's just try to get these out and survive. Origin, surveilling 2, drawing up to 21. We're gonna get hit for 2 here. And then 9, wisdom out. Draw 3, which is so freaking good, dude. Okay, Dragon Swarm is out. Let's discard a land. Oh my, these forests. Let's get rid of them. We might want to use this for life. I think they're going to do 9 damage. They do have double strike. So let's just hang out. More life gain here, so we should have played them, but it's okay. He's a good card. We'll probably just gain the life anyways here. Down to 11 and 10. Let's take the Esper, bro. I think we take this too, actually. Just so we're not getting hit with anything, right? It's safe that way. And then we can discard a land. Good game. Nice. Alrighty then, let's keep 7 and I guess look for a blue source or third land. Get our Hermitic Herbalist in play, and Uncle is right behind, hopefully. Big money, no whammies here. Big money, no whammies. Beautiful. Does it survive? Oh, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one. It might. It could. If we're lucky. Big money, no whammies. Double whammy! Ruining my deck. Beautiful. Okay, good for you. You're good at this game, huh? Let's take a draw. I guess keep Gran. Nah, keep removal. Get this thing out of here. No attack, which is actually good for us. So we can easily just dunk on this, hold up removal, counterspell. We also can draw 3, which might be ideal. Let's see what they play. If it's a big whammy, we gotta counter it. Goblins. Plus it ramps. I'm gonna take it. Because then their ramp can get around the pay 2. And draw land here. Thank you. In play with a Herbalist. Okay. We're surviving the Goblin Onslaught. Crinkle Mob Boss is so good. Land out Combustion Technique with Mob Boss immediately. Uncle out. Let's go blue and blue in case we get another. Yes. Toss the Bivouac. Well, that's our second. Yeah, whatever. It's not like we won't find another one. And then, you know, drawing some more cards is great. Another banner. I think we're pretty good at this point. Let's play our Guru. Removal or draw. Take the draw. Or sorry, removal. There it is here. Firebend, which I guess is irrelevant, but whatever. Pass over and turn. We could Firebend into the Lotus, I guess. For mana fixing, which is actually pretty good. Okay, let's look for protection. And just protect with a +1 counter. Drawing 3 for 2 mana. It's just so, like, who even thought that this would be okay? That's crazy to me. Copying it for 4 damage. Wow. Actually, no. I forgot this did 11. That's too much damage. Land out. Let's draw. I mean, we already have the swarms in hand, I guess. Player boys. Some 10-3s. Can't remove them both with 1 card. Well, I mean, it could be field wipe. Could be a field wipe. Lightning strike! Let's just say for lethal. Good game. We could do some more stuff, of course, but why bother? Okay, opponent's gonna go first. Let's keep Gran-Gran and try to draw a green source. Pretty please. If not, we're kind of dead in the water. We do have a lesson here to draw and discard, which is nice. Actually, that's when she taps. Pardon me. There's removal. Beautiful. Loving it. Okay, that can potentially be our green source next turn. Third land in play. Third rare land in play. Oh, woof. Stock up, looking at the top 5, grabbing 2. Herbalist unlocks green for us, which is nice. Let's hold up this protection as well. Discard, then draw 2. Tossing a lesson. Okay. Is it a wisdom? That's why they want the lessons there. Combustion Technique. What you got, Willis? Sure. We do get our green source. Dragonfly Swarm is active. Pass over. We have protection. We have removal. It's kind of losing our stuff along the way. It's a bit of a bummer, but whatever. Our opponent is a very patient player. Doing my best to respect that. Wisdom is a good card. Draw 3, baby. Cool. That's awesome. Land in play. That's actually really good. Mill. Some lessons. It happens. It's becoming tapped. Hit for 2. They're going to be hitting us for 6, which is really aggressive. We're going to need to find some removal. I guess we have it. They might use Quench and stuff, though, too, right? Another one. Wow. Okay, that's brutal. Take the hit. Draw a card. Or sorry, gain life. I thought that was a clue. Now they have removal? No. Protection's back up for us. Fairly certain they're just gonna quench our kick spell, right? We need to pay 2. We only have 1, so we're kind of just chilling out here. Grab that lesson, which is nice to have a second one for sure. Another crab. That's untapped, so they can't attack. I mean, I think they're still fine. Like, that's such a big hit. Good game. They have lethal, right? Going first with actually a pretty cool hand. Bivouac on 1 really solves a lot of our problems. It's over. We have an attachment, which I guess throws a Guru. Gran-Gran's out. Awesome. We do get land. Oh, of course we do. Right? Why wouldn't we? This gets better later, so if they're going to remove something, let's give them Uncle. Okay, yeah. As expected. Drawing and discarding is awesome. What do they toss? A lesson? No, pass over. I want to 5-drop this. Take the damage. It's only 1. And then we're going to try to pull their mana if they don't spend it. Right? And at which point we should get in. And then hopefully top decking protection. In your own time, my friend. What do you do? Oh. Hello. I'll take the damage. I'm going to toss the land. We'll draw another for sure. Oh, it's tapped though. Let's take Gran-Gran. Discarding 1. Drawing. Creature. Okay. Herbalist in. Bivouac in. Let's hold this and use Combustion Technique here. If there's another threat. And then we get the +1 counter on 2 creatures instead of 1. Not a fan of that. Again, just waiting through the removal. They have quench mana. Go gadget. Dragonfly. Let's pass turn, wait for them to tap. Which they do here. I'm going to kill this thing immediately. Boom. Gotcha. Oh, now that is tasty. We're having crab for dinner. We're having something for dinner. I don't know if that's a crab. Oh, what's next? Okay, let's reduce our mana cost here. Take a nice draw. Land out, Herbalist in. Leaves from the vine in. Mill, lesson. Wow, that's the wrong lesson to mill, but okay. Let's hit for 6. Man, I can play that game too, bud. 2 cards in hand. Accumulate wisdom. Just ban this card. It's too good. Like, I don't know, man. That's crazy. Draw 3 for 2. It's insane. I'm gonna take the damage. We've got 4 in hand. Not a fan. Nice. That is awesome. Protection here's really good. Okay, that's a bummer because it blocks, but it can't hit the swarm. Technically, they still have quench mana, which we can get around. Let's see how this pans out for us. They'd have to pay the ward again, which I don't think they can get through. They tap the Herbalist, fine. Let's toss our Bivouac. Oh! Well, that's good. Maybe it's instant speed combustion technique. No. Man, that's a big hit. I need a defender at least. Okay. Up to 16. And then I hit for lethal. Good game. I didn't expect the Serpent to block out like that. They're using all 3 of them, hey? That's pretty cool. That's close. We hit lethal next turn. I'm using green because of the upgrade guide that we'll have with the deck. I do understand that potentially an isn't variant might be better, though. Whoa, alrighty then. The free-to-play Artisan Temur Lesson deck is no joke. We do see people playing with an is it variant, and that's fine. You want to be ultra competitive, sure, go for it. But I would rather play with new cards and experience the new set to its fullest, and that means we're playing green, right? We've got Leaves, we've got Uncle, we've got the Guru, and specifically the Herbalist, which is nice. So a different deck I think does exist, but just focusing on the Temur build with the inclusion of green, not only for these new cards, but probably the main card that we'll be upgrading into will be the Grand Lotus for 6, a 5/5 with Firebending 2. And during your turn, each non-lesson instant and sorcery card in your graveyard has flashback, and the flashback cost will be equal to their mana cost. During your turn, each lesson card in your graveyard also has flashback 1. So you get an even better reduction, and you can just recast these lessons from your graveyard for 1 mana, which is ridiculous. Now that will reduce the Dragon Swarm, but it's going to provide you just with enough value that it shouldn't even matter, specifically with the +1 counters from the Guru, right? And then, upgrade your land, right? The Multiversal Passage, the Breeding Pool, the Stomping Ground, all will be good there for you. The Ran and Shaw is pretty decent as well with the lessons. Just an upgrade if you can find it. Toph might be one of the better upgrades because when we cast a lesson, we Earthbend and put a +1 counter on it. The Lion Turtle can help us for mana. It's a pretty decent card as well and can gain you some life. Sokka, accumulating +1 counters. The draw and discard is here as well, pretty cheap. And one of the better cards, Redirect Lightning. This can save you from some removal potentially, which is pretty decent, or a Fling as well. which is brutal. Like, the flings are aggressive. Now, this could protect against that, which I think is kind of cool. So, going for the Ground Lotus. Going for Ran and Shaw primarily. On that other note, we have Sokka, the turtle, and then Toph could go in the deck as well. As course of upgrading your lands, right? There was a green lesson that we could consider, but I don't think we need it. The Elemental Teaching is more of a ramp card, and we already have that ramp. But really, it's Toph, Turtle, and Grand Lotus all using that green mana. I think is worth the inclusion of it over just the Is It deck that you're seeing as well. We also have the lesson with Flash, which a lot of people are using, but I am not because it's a double blue. The Serpent of the Pass or whatever. We see that a lot. I chose not to for the double blue because we're running green, but you know, it's a good card. Obviously, works pretty decent. So maybe we will trim green and make an Is It variant as well, right? But we'll have to wait and see. And I did want to do our best for this version first, but you know, honestly, we did kind of get outclassed a little bit today by you know, just the Is It variant, but it is what it is. I'd rather try the new cards. So I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, kick back, relax, and maybe enjoy another video of mine. Ooh, wouldn't that be a treat? Take care.